Today we are going thrifting at the Goodwill Bins in Houston, Texas. It is me and all three of my daughters. Y'all, we all love thrifting so much, so we are super excited to get in here. I have only been to the Goodwill Bins one other time, and none of my daughters have ever been. My two older daughters, Kara and Kelsey, have never been, so they are super excited to come and just dig around here and see what they can find. We find so much stuff. I'm super excited to show you a little bit of footage while in the Goodwill Bins. If you've ever been, you know how chaotic it is. And the first one we went in wouldn't even let Kelsey really film. So she had to put her phone down and she didn't get to film in there. But I did pull mine out at the second Goodwill Bins that we're in, which is this one here. So I got a little bit of footage, and then I'm going to share a thrift haul with y'all and what I'm doing with a couple of the items that I purchased. So our families live about 2.5 hours away from Houston, Texas. And so as a gift to my two older daughters for Mother's Day, I got a hotel room in Houston and I took them out to eat on a Saturday night. So they could just have some time to get away and just not have to be mamas and worry about feeding people and doing all the things back at home. You know, all the responsibilities are just a lot on mamas sometimes. And every now and then you just need a little time away. So that was my gift to them, for us just to all get out of town, do some thrifting, some retail shopping, go out to eat somewhere nice, and just spend some time away. So I have some of the best son-in-laws in the world. When we were kind of secretly planning this for them as a gift, they never missed a beat. They were like, yes, absolutely, they need time away. We're going to stay here with the kids and we'll make it fun for them too. So I have to give a shout out to my son-in-laws for helping me make this special for them. And also I would like to thank Danielle. She has a YouTube channel here called Homemade Vintage. She's a good friend of mine off of YouTube. We follow each other on Instagram and all the things, and she helped give me some of the addresses for these Goodwill outlet bins. So thank you, Danielle. I left y'all alone for What'd you get? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do on the rugs. How big is it? I think I'm about to get this for Mimi. Yeah. Oh, what is that? Let me see. I like that. Did you get it? Okay, good. Thank you. I don't think I have really room to edit this part in that I'm about to tell you anywhere else in the video, so I'm just going to add it right here. Elizabeth, my youngest daughter that was also with us on this trip, she was able to get, I believe, some shoes and some clothes while we were at the Goodwill outlet bins at this facility right here. I seriously thought about getting this little guy right here. I don't know why I did not end up getting it. I think here in a minute I get kind of distracted by something, somebody asking me something or showing me something. When we're all thrifting together, it's like we're just kind of all over the place sometimes. But that would have been so cute as like a plant stand or something like that. It just had that very old country look to it that I love. But yeah, I ended up leaving that behind and I'm kind of sad about it now. What are these?
I don't know, but I like them.
I do too. I'm like, what is it?
A lot of ornament.
I'm like, how would you even stand it up? Or I'm not really sure. That's clothes they're bringing out. No, that's kind of cute. I looked at it. It's like somebody started it, but they didn't. Anything. Okay, so we are now leaving the Goodwill outlet bins. I'm going to load all of this stuff up here that I purchased today and show you what I got at the Goodwill outlet bins in Houston, Texas. It's a few days later now, and I am so excited to share all of the things that I got with you. If you have ever been to the Goodwill bins, you know that you will just come across some of the most random things. You'll find very good high-end type things, and then you'll find things that are just really junk, broken like type toys and all that kind of stuff. It is just a matter of digging. You have to want to dig if you are at the bins, and all of my daughters realized that real quick. We had to have a real short little lesson before you went in there, like be careful about glass and don't touch your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, and none of those things until we leave and wash our hands somewhere. But it was overall just a lot of fun. They had a really good time, and they all got so much stuff too. Like, our truck was packed by the time we got home from this thrifting trip. It was so fun. So let me show you guys the first thing that I picked up. I've already washed it, so I want to get it in place and show you how I have styled it here in my home. Okay, so the first thing that I did get, and this probably contributed to a lot of the weight that was in my buggy, was this that's something else I was going to tell y'all real quick. Is I'll tell you at the very end what my total was, maybe on the screen or something, because you know how it is at the bins. They weigh things and they separate things if it's electric, different things like that. So I'll give you just a total of what I paid for everything from both bins locations that we went to. The first thing was this beautiful blanket. It's almost like a crocheted type blanket. Now, this is not a homemade piece, and I'm trying to get it up here where y'all can really get an idea of how big it is. If you can kind of just see there, it's a very pretty, and then it goes all the way down, but it's pretty big. And I did notice on the tag when we were in there, let me show y'all if I can get to it. I just saw it. Here it is. It says Members Mark, so I'm assuming that maybe this was something from Sam's. Even though I've never seen this in Sam's before, I'm just guessing that at one time they sold these. So here's the tag right here, made in China, which I do not love, but I mean, sometimes what you gonna do? So yeah, I love this green here because it is a very pretty, I think, like, I'm trying to get where the lighting is good. It's a very dark day outside, but maybe y'all can see a sage kind of a lighter type sage green, and I just thought it'd be very pretty for the summertime over on a chair in the corner over here. So I've already washed this. It smells so good. There was no stains, holes, rips, nothing like that. So it's in pretty good shape, other than, you know, a little bit of fraying. I'm trying to get over here. You might be able to see like a little bit of fraying, but all blankets like this do that, whether they've been to the bins or not. So let me go get it in place and show y'all where I'm gonna put it, so when we're watching a movie or somebody just wants to be cozy over there, they can wrap up in this. Okay, and since we are on the whole linens, blankets part of the video here, I'll go ahead and show you the next couple of things that I got that's kind of in that category, and it is 2 pillows. So I know that some of y'all are probably like, ooh, there is no way I could get a pillow from the bins or even the thrift store. But I have probably every pillow in my house, just about, except the ones we sleep on that are like decorative, come from a thrift store or something like that, and I've never had a problem. So what I look for in a pillow that is at a thrift store or something like that is, can this cover be removed? If I can get it to focus. You can see the zipper right there, and yes, this pillow cover can be removed, and so I can wash this pillow cover really good. Even if you can't, sometimes you can throw them in a big washer. So I loved this pillow cover, but what I also loved is that this is a down, as you can see there went a feather. This is a down pillow, and I have been trying to switch all of my pillows to this, and I know that they are messy, the feathers kind of go everywhere, but I just love how a feather pillow feels, and so I've been trying to switch all of my pillows over to that, my decorative pillows, that is, not the ones I sleep on. But yeah, so I can get the cover off of this. I'm going to wash this, and then I'm going to wipe this down and clean it up the best I can, spray it with some disinfectant spray, and I'm going to put it in the place that will disinfect it naturally, and that is in the hot sun. So I will leave this out in the sun like all day. I'll go out and set a timer and flip it about halfway through, and then let the sun sit on the other side. These have already been out on my porch for days before I even brought them in the house, and I don't see any bugs or anything like that. I know that's what a lot of people are always scared of, and you have every right to be nervous about that. You should always be very careful of things like that you bring home from the thrift store. I'm usually very careful. So what I'm going to do is just get this cover off of this one and put it in the washing machine, and then get this pillow sanitized and out in the sun. Okay, so I got the pillow cover off, and as feathers are going everywhere, I wanted to just kind of show y'all the shape that the pillow was in. I didn't see any stains on it. That is something that I will do in the thrift store sometimes, is take the cover off and just look at the pillow itself to see if it has any, you know, stains like that or anything on it. And I would not recommend putting a feather down pillow in the washing machine and washing it like that, just because with all those feathers, I just don't know if you would ever get it completely dry, and then you could have a whole mildew issue. But I love the way these, you can do the karate chop if you want to, and I just like the way these feel when you're lounging around in your living room, laying on the couch, in a chair, something like that. They're just more squishy, I guess. So I'm going to take care of that in just a minute. I'll get these feathers off of me. The feathers don't go flying everywhere like that usually when you have a cover on it. It's only when you take the covers off to wash them and things like that that feathers are just going to go flying. Let's go ahead and show you the next thing that I picked up. Look at this beautiful pillow, y'all. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this pillow so much, and my thoughts behind this were for Christmas. So when I decorate for Christmas, I am really trying to decorate with pieces like pillow covers, things that are not just full of Santa and things like that. So the older I have got, the more laid back I want not really laid back, what's the right word? I don't know, I just want to change it up. Maybe maybe not so kid friendly, if that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really sure what word I'm trying to look for here, but maybe some of y'all that are getting older understand. I just want my decor to be shown through in everyday pieces, I guess. And so when I saw this, I thought, perfect for Christmas. And again, this is another, I'm not going to undo this one because I don't want more feathers coming out here in my kitchen, but this is the same thing. It is another feather down pillow with a removable cover here that I can take off and wash, which I will do. And what I'm going to do is take these covers off, wash them, and I may go ahead and use that blue and white one there now for the summer, and then I can use this one as well for the summer. I'll just put the cover up. So that's what I love about pillows like this that have a cover. Now this one says rodeohome.com. I've never heard of that. Not sure what store that is. If y'all can see, that's what the back kind of says there. But just a beautiful, beautiful pillow overall. It's like a felt kind of feeling almost. I think that's what it is. And then just this back is very, very gorgeous. I just love it. So I was excited that I got a pair of feather down pillows and then two gorgeous, gorgeous covers that retail would have probably been $15 to $20 a piece just because of the quality of them. Okay, now, now this next item, I know there's probably going to be some controversy over it, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with it anyway, because I'm just going to be honest with y'all. So I got this next item for my puppy. I have a little miniature dachshund. She is 16 years old in human years. So y'all know that in dog years, she is getting on up there in her years. She is still in very good shape, but she just is getting older and she don't move as fast. She likes to lay around and sleep all the time, and even when it's hot, she will like bury and just act like she's so cold. She's not sick or anything, she's just small. So I have been wanting to get her a little heating pad to just put at the bottom of her bed in here in the house and just put it on low. Like I said, I know that people are probably gonna have their own opinions on whether or not I should do that, but we have done that in the past, especially during the winter when she gets really, really cold. And she's never been burned, she's never hurt herself, she's never chewed on the wires, anything like that. Like I said, she could care less about doing anything other than just eating, drinking, sleeping, and doing her business outside. She's not going to chew these wires. Like I said, she's 16. She's not a puppy trying to chew on everything. But I found this at the bins. It's a Walgreens brand, and it does have like a low, medium, high, and you can set a timer and all of that. And it does work. I came home and plugged it in, and it does work, and it'll fit perfect in the bottom of her little bed. And I think she'll really, really enjoy having her a nice little warm spot for her little, you know, I just imagine that when you're 16 years old as a dog, you know, things are kind of hurting and sore because she does go out and walk our property and run around and kind of do all the things. So I thought, well, maybe this will help her little joints or her bones, you know, muscles, all the things, because I don't know, do dogs like get sore like that? I'm not really sure, but I can just only imagine that this would make her feel better. So yeah, I did get this, and electronics are priced separately, but I'm just going to add one price total for y'all at the end, like I said. So yeah, heating pad with a very long explanation there. And then I'm going to switch it up just a little bit here. And like I said, when you're at the bins, you just never know. So what if it's something that you think you can use or a family member can use, go ahead and grab it, put it in your buggy. You can always pull aside and, you know, assess your buggy and see what you want, what you don't want, put things back. So I saw a box and I could not figure out what was in that box. And I was like, hand me that box. I want to see what's in there. And because y'all know me, I always like to check boxes. So I pulled that box over, opened it up, and it was basically a brand new pair of name brand Crocs. They had like a little speck or two. I'm sorry about the lighting, that little shadow there, little speck or two kind of dirt on it, but it is a Crocs brand, and it is literally, y'all, my husband's size. And he got a pair of Crocs for outside that are like this. Whew. They are bright, bright blue. He got those at Academy one year because that was the only color they had. They are, you can see him coming from a let's see, 2 miles away, I will say that. So I was saying, oh my goodness, maybe he'll get rid of those blue ones if I get him these, if they fit him good, because I couldn't remember what size he wore. But Crocs at the bins literally weigh nothing. And I said, well, if he can't use them, maybe one of my son-in-laws or somebody can use them, because I knew that these would not cost anything by weight. So I grabbed them, and y'all, they fit him perfect. It is the exact size of his other ones that he needed, and he was excited to get those. So like I said, again, you just never know what is there, and people just, I guess, were not taking the time to look in that box, but your girl was. I do have a couple, 2, 3 bigger items that I'll turn the camera around and show y'all in a minute, but I'm going to get through the rest of the smaller things. Now, I've mentioned before that I don't really decorate for Halloween anymore. I used to when the kids were little, just put out pumpkins or, you know, just really sweet, happy, not scary stuff. And I really don't do it anymore since they're all bigger. Even though I have grandkids, I just don't do it anymore. I don't know why. I think it's because I already have my fall stuff out, and I just don't know how to group them together or something. But I saw this and I thought this would be cute, even if I put it out on the patio or found a place here on my hutch just to put a little candle or a little lamp in it, just at least around the week of Halloween, is this little pumpkin. I loved it. Is the colors of this that is what got me. And then it has this little hook on it. I mean, you could even put a little plant in it, you know, to make it look fun. It is a candle holder, as you can see there. And on the bottom, I don't know where it came from. It's not old or anything. It has a bar skin on the bottom. But yeah, this definitely caught my attention, and I got this just to add a little fun something around Halloween. I did see me looking through some of the books, which I love to do if I go to the bins. That's where I got a lot of books when I had been there one time before. So this one caught my attention because it had this beautiful green color. Let me try to step over here where y'all can get a better glimpse of the color. It's coming across more of a blue-green on y'all's screen just because of the lighting in here, but it is more green. It does have like a blue undertone to it, but I thought it was gorgeous and would look good in my decor, especially for summer, because it says the complete garden. So that's what this book is about. And its copyright date is 1921. So I thought that was a lot of fun. And then it just has all of these older, you know, looking, these pages are so thick, and it's got these beautiful illustrations in here, which I love that. Like, look at that, so pretty. So I'm excited to sit down and just kind of go through this. But then once I'm done, I can also use this and just put it in my decor. Look at that, how pretty. So yeah, got that book. And books there, I think all books there, I think were 69 cents a piece, I think. Okay, another for Christmas piece of decor that I got, and I thought this was just the sweetest. Y'all probably saw me put this in my buggy. It is just this beautiful little tray. Let me try to get up close where y'all can see it. I know the glare from the lights on there. Let me see. There we go. And I love the colors in this. So the colors are what got my attention. This green, this red. It's kind of different, yet simple and beautiful. And this would just work great at Christmas time to lean and layer up against something, just lean against a wall. But just look at all of the beautiful, beautiful colors. So I think that this is going to look gorgeous at Christmas time. There's the back, just plain like that. But yeah, I got this little piece here for the Christmas time season. So cute. And then as far as clothing goes at the bins, I'm the only one that got like one piece of clothing. Everybody else got tons of clothes, and it's probably because I don't have the patience really to look through clothes in the regular Goodwill or the regular thrift stores when they're organized. Y'all, much less them clothes at the bins. They are something else. And if you've ever been, you know what I'm talking about. That's a hot mess express. Now the girls did get quite a bit of clothes, but they didn't get as many as they thought they would because they were the same way. They were like, this is chaotic. These people are wild in here. And so anyway, I did see this kind of sitting on top like somebody had dug it out and just put it back. And I've been wanting one of these. I have one, but it's very uncomfortable. It's a very stiff blue jean jacket, and I just don't like to wear it. So when I saw this one, I was like, well, let me try this one on and see how it feels, because I know their clothing is super cheap there. And wait, I'm trying to show y'all the sleeve. Okay, there's the sleeve, and then here's the front. I'm trying to show it to y'all like this blue jean jacket, and it is so comfortable. And I don't think it was ever wore, and if it was, somebody wore it with this little, let me see if I can show y'all, with the little plastic tag. I don't know, there we go, right here. I don't know if y'all can see that good. So that could have came from a retail store. I don't know if Goodwill's use clear tags like that. It could came from just a regular Goodwill store, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this. It is a Jessica Simpson brand. Oh wait, can y'all even see? Jessica Simpson brand. And it is bigger than what I normally wear, but it's very like stretchy, and it just feels good. I don't like for stuff to make me feel all like mummified, tied up. So yeah, this was the only one piece of clothing that I got while I was bins shopping. I'll have a couple more videos. Whoops, I'm sorry, I just hit the tripod. I do have a couple of more videos because we did go to other Goodwills, like I said, other than just the bins. And I did get some clothing items there. Not much, just a few, because again, I don't really care to look through all the clothes like that. So, I have a few bigger items. So let me turn the camera around and yeah, probably easier to do that. So let me take y'all off this table and put you down here and show you the bigger items I got. All right, so this is one of the bigger items that I got, and I know it is completely unfinished, y'all, but I have a purpose and I have a plan for this. This little bench here was just sitting over here looking sad all by itself, and in my brain I was going, look at the legs on this beautiful thing. Why has nobody got this? And I know why, because it's messed up and it's broke. But when I look at this, when I see older things, broken pieces that are like this, I'm like, what can I do to that? I know I can fix that, and I can. So my purpose and my plan for this is, my daughter Elizabeth uses my little vanity bench in her bedroom currently just to kind of put stuff on, because it's easy for her to wheel up to and get to. And I kind of want that back with my vanity, so it's in there with it. So I was thinking, what I can do is I can get this, and this will replace the one that she has in her room that belongs to my vanity. I can cut a small piece of little wood to fit this. I can screw that piece of wood into this, but I can also take and put some, is it batting? There's something, I forget what it's called, that you can put a little piece of foam, a little piece of that. Okay, for whatever reason, my camera just stopped recording, so I can't remember what I was even telling y'all. So what I'm saying is basically you can cut a little piece of wood for this, and then you can put a little piece of foam or some batting, and then a piece of cute little fabric over this, and just put it all on here and go in and, you know, screw it in from the bottom. So this is an easy little upcycle thrift flip type makeover project that I can do. Even though it looked like this, I went ahead and got it because I know that I can fix it. So that was my plan and my purpose for this. And I'm pretty sure this has got to be an antique piece. It is just looks very old and worn out and loved on. So I don't know, I was pretty excited to find this little piece, and I can't wait to get it made over for y'all. So this piece here, I debated and debated and debated. I asked the girls, what do y'all think? Should I get it? Should I leave it? They were back and forth. They were like, Mom, I don't know. I feel like if you don't get it, you're going to regret it. And I think that this is either an old antique or vintage drying rack. Let me turn the brightness up so y'all can see a little better. It folds down like this, very easy. And you see how easy I'm picking this up. This was a very lightweight too. So I was like, I feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't get it. It did have one screw missing, and this was just kind of flopping around. But I came home, put a screw in it, and it's perfectly fine. But look how beautiful the wood looks on this, y'all. I just could not leave it, y'all, because I just kept thinking, what if they throw this in the dump? And I don't think it would be good for holding clothes. So that's my thing, is it doesn't stay up. As you can see, it wants to just, well, let me bend y'all down. So let's see, it just wants to go down very easy. Could I do with this beautiful piece? Even if I just took it, y'all, and kind of folded it up a little bit like this. Can y'all even see? Like this. And found a way to hang this on the wall. Like, I wish I had a dedicated laundry room, but I don't. It's just all kind of on my back porch. But I was even thinking, what if I found a wall and I could hang this, you know, from the wall, kind of like this. And I could use it to hang little herbs on or dried flowers and just make it look pretty like that. Or even like, I don't know, hang little doilies off of it, or vintage and antique little nightgowns, different things like that. So I did go ahead and get this naturally because it's sitting in my kitchen. But give me some ideas. Y'all, I just had to have it because of how old it looked, and didn't want to leave it behind to go to the, you know, the dump or wherever they take all their stuff. So yeah, grab that piece. I even thought, you know what, just because I didn't want to leave it behind, could even hang it on the wall like that or something and just let it be a conversation piece. If I had a dedicated laundry room, it would definitely just go hung up out there like this, or I would hang it up on the wall like I showed y'all and use it to dry things, you know, like bathing suits or different little things like that. But then again, I don't know, because it's wood. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, it's gonna be a decor piece for me for now, until I do get a dedicated laundry room. Maybe one of these days when I get enough money built up. All right, let me show y'all the last thing real quick that I picked up on this trip, and I'm gonna use this little stool here to help me out, is this. And this is where a little bit of weight came in for me too on my price, is this chair here. So I have kids right and left playing basketball, baseball, softball, and all the things. And every time I go and I sit on those bleachers, I think to myself, I really should bring a cushion or my own lawn chair or something, because this is very uncomfortable. So I spotted this right when we walked into that first bins and said, okay, there's my answer right there. As you can see, I just have it sitting on this, so it'll sit on bleachers really easy. And it is so comfortable. I'm not going to sit on it right here because I don't want to sit on that bench. I'm not sure how sturdy it is for me to sit on it. But yeah, this is great. Now, it does have some wear and tear, which is fine. But it has this little spot down here where you can like slide your cell phone in there. And then it just folds up like this. This folds over. Hope y'all can see. And then you just snap it closed, and it has a carry handle. I will be cutting this part off because this is like the carrying strap, but as you can see, it's like all messed up there on the bottom. So I just won't use the carrying strap. I'll just use the carrying handle. And then it has this little thing to hook onto the bleachers when you put it on there so it don't slide. And it's not that heavy. So, I mean, as opposed to like a big lawn chair, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's a little heavy in weight, but not as bulky, I guess I should say. But yeah, and then I guess this is here, so when you're carried, if you want to put keys or something in there while you're carrying this, you definitely can. So I'm going to cut this part off, and then I will have me a nice little easy to carry foldable chair to take to the ballpark or even the gym. So that is everything that I picked up on this Goodwill Bins thrifting trip. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing what little bit of footage I was able to get. And then I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of the different things that I picked up at the Goodwill Bins. I hope it gives you some ideas of what's out there at the Goodwill Bins. If you are willing to dig, you can find some pretty unique and fun things. Oh, and let me share with y'all, I'll put it on the screen too. We went to 2 Goodwill Bins on this day, and the total between both Goodwill Bins of everything that you saw today, I paid $38.14 for everything. So I did not think that that was too bad for everything that I got, because some of my stuff was pretty heavy. Those pillows, those blankets, that bench, the little chair, all of that stuff was a little heavier than, you know, just your normal clothing items and stuff. So anyway, I can't even remember what I was saying before I stopped myself to give y'all the price. So I'm just gonna go with what I know to say, and that is thank you for coming thrifting with us today. We hope that you have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all, and I'll see you really soon with a brand new video.